Okay, so most of you know by now, this kid calls himself Deen the Great. He's 20 something years old. He is now hanging out with Rampage Jackson. He got slapped in the face by Larry Wheels. He got elbowed in the jaw by Tiki Ghosen. Now, despite what people have to say as far as taking sides and people having personal dislikes with certain people, let me say, I knew of this kid that calls himself Deen the Great from his YouTube days of street boxing. Now, he has always been silly, even intro to his videos, him twerking and just doing silly stuff, making weird faces and weird voices and little kitty things. I thought he was actually younger than what he was. So I'm looking at him like, okay, they street box. And the day that he made the video talking about that he was going pro, I can remember people were, congratulations and saying words, kind words to him. Now, sometimes in life, things happen where it matures a person, right? And that's what you would think would happen. Watching him, I didn't really see that. I can say that in terms of just doing what he was doing with MVP, with this Misfits boxing thing. He's decent. He's still a novice. He still needs a whole lot of work. A whole lot of work, okay? The immaturity, the drinking, the partying, the trying to be a celebrity, I think he's more interested in that than he is the actual boxing aspect of it. When he got slapped by Larry Wheels, okay, for all of the people that is complaining, yeah, man, but he was drunk, and you see, this is why I don't understand why you have guys 40 something, 30, you're like way older than this kid, but you're hanging with him. I don't understand that. Yeah, they're all grown, but especially someone that immature, what are you hanging around this person for? I don't know. Sometimes I watch Rampage and I'm thinking, is Rampage around this kid because he knows once those cameras go on and this kid gets some alcohol in his system, he's going to do something stupid? Is this stuff staged? Like, what is, I don't get it. Rampage is way too old to be hanging around this guy. Well, he disrespects this guy, Larry Wheels. He keeps talking about his wife. He's making passes at his wife. He's saying a bunch of inappropriate stuff. He got slapped in the face and dropped like when you swat a fly out the air. That's how he felt. As far as Tiki Ghosen goes, all of it was assault. Okay, it was all assault. Larry Wheels slapping him in the face was assault. Tiki Ghosen elbowing him in the jaw was assault. But people are more focused on the elbow. The funny thing, it's not even funny. The fact that people are making excuses, oh, but he was drunk. Now, could you have walked away? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe he follows you all over the place. And it happens anyway. Or now when it happens, the person is even that much more angry. Who knows? But here's the thing. Grown adults don't act like grown adults anymore. They were at Rampage Jackson's house, right? Whatever happened to Deen, sit your ass down. Cool the fuck out. Respect my house, bro. All right? If they're filming some type of little documentary thing or some type of little reality, I don't know what the hell they're doing, but either way, whatever it is, you don't have control of your own home. Let's not forget what happened to Rampage son at that pro wrestling event, right? And he flipped out, and he even talked about how wrong his son was. Well, what if this guy Deen pisses somebody off to that point? And again, but this happens under your watch. One of your friends, a party at your house. What if, then what? And even if you're not at your home, the fact that you're old enough literally to be this boy's father, why are you hanging with him? When my sons used to play basketball out in front of the house, I used to always tell them, you be your own man, your own leader. When your friends come to this house, first off, I don't want nobody here when I'm not home. But when they come here, if you can't get control of what's going on, I will. If they don't have enough respect for you, okay, your parents in this home, in this neighborhood, I will intervene. And I'm not going to tell them more than one time. I mean, the day I say it, hey, fellas, keep the noise down. It's not a playground. This is our home. This is our street. This is our neighbors. Okay? If somebody called the police about noise and all this yelling, screaming, and the ball constantly going on their property, all that, you know where the police are coming? They're coming here, even if the two of you are the quietest people outside. And the one time that I had to come outside and get involved, sent everybody home, told them, you have to learn to respect that this is our home. So if I have to come out and do it a second time, you guys will not be welcome to come back here. Again, police get called, they're not coming to your house, even though you're the one screaming, you're screaming, they're coming here. I wouldn't let mine go somewhere else and act like that. In fact, the ones that's coming to your home doing it, the same thing, their parents wouldn't allow it either. That's why they come to one person's house and, oh, okay, cool. Because a lot of time, friends, it's like a peer pressure thing. They're scared. They don't want to look soft or whatever it is. No, it's called gaining control. And the fact of the matter is, this kid, Deen, this happened like within, was it people had to say the same day or whatever? I'm saying maybe they think this is good for the cameras. And this is why I'm saying, is it set up this way? Because from what I understand, Dana White posted it on his channel, whatever. And now Deen is telling him that, oh, they got to run a fade. Him and this guy, Tiki Ghosen, they got to run a fade. They got to, have a fight in the boxing match or what. And it's like, okay, you call yourself Deen the Great. I call you Deen the Great at what? Getting bitched, getting slapped in the face, getting elbowed, getting embarrassed. This is the same guy a couple of months ago was walking up telling Shakur Stevenson that he wanted to fight with him. He was ready. He's good enough and all this crap. The same week or something, same month at least, or whatever, he's supposedly beefing with some gangbangers. It's just like every time I see him, he's embarrassing himself. What is he great at? First of all, an athlete that gets drunk. An athlete that's always in front of the cameras. Notice how some years ago you would always see, you'd go back to the Charlos being in their prime, the Errol Spencers. Remember how you was always seeing these guys in the gym? Notice how now everything is somebody just walking around, always going to some event, coming from some event. What happened to the training videos? Where's all of that at? Everybody wants to be a celebrity. And I feel like this kid, Deen, is more focused on that side of things. He started out as a YouTuber. You know, when you call yourself, this is the crazy thing, you call yourselves influencers, and I'm like, who the hell are you influencing? I mean, I don't see him do nothing but get bitched around and embarrassed, get punked. And if this is the new trend, I don't have enough talent to make it in the boxing ring or MMA cage or Muay Thai ring or whatever it may be. Let me do a bunch of scripted fake stuff or just embarrass myself. As long as it gets views, that's all that matters. Then I'll figure out my direction as I go. Because I don't know what the hell he's supposed to be great at other than making an ass out of himself. So put yourself in Larry Will's shoes. Someone keeps making a pass at your woman. I feel like this. A respectable woman would have walked away from, look, you being disrespectful, and I need you to get out my face right now. She should have been where her man was in the first place. But they're all smiles like it's all fun and games. He keeps doing it, keeps doing it. Rampage is kind of instigating, even though he's just chill, because he see that it's not working. What he's saying is not making him stop. Yo, come on, man, yo, chill, man, chill, right? Then all of a sudden, he just keeps going, and then he gets to the point where he tries to touch her. And he's standing there, and then you can see this freaking smack coming from a mile away. And he just smacks him, and he just flies off the camera, right? Like a cartoon. And they're telling him, yo, I told you to chill, man. Like, yo, like, come on, man. You know, but it's like, it's all for the cameras. Shit looks fake to me. Man, he's over there talking about he won't get this fade. This is one guy who's always about to fight somebody but never fights you. And then he finally realizes he's wrong. And even after, he keeps still slipping up, making the same stupid mistakes. And I feel like it's fake. The Tiki Ghosen thing could have also been fake. That, okay, it was real contact, but it's like, fuck it, let's do it. I don't know. If it's real, then he's just a little clown. He's a little court gesture. He's just a little fool. If it's fake, same applies. Because you have no real talent in that sense. That's why you have to resort to this, making a fool out of yourself to get what? Why would anybody want to follow you? But in this generation, yeah, he'll probably get even more followers, more attention, because every time the camera's on, something's going to happen to this guy. You see these little stupid prank videos of guys with his woman, they're on an escalator, and the guy reaches over, damn, you fine, is touching his, all the like stupid things. See, I know in real life what I would do to you if you did that shit to me. I know what a real one would do. This is why I don't believe any of that stuff. Now, of course, when you see the same people in different videos, prank videos, you know, okay, you know that's bottom line. And my thing is, what is the message to the world? Hey, I want to make y'all laugh with disrespect and stupidity. Man, let me tell you something. So, believe me, there's things that people do in these videos, that would be their last video. The next video about them would be like the news, reporting to you what happened to that person for doing stupid things. People not putting up that disrespect in real life. And this is like the route he's going. Only it's not a prank. It's a prank to the people that don't realize it. But we want you to make you think it's real. But like I said, if it is real, this guy's a little fool. Like 120-pound, little tiny little guy. And the fact that he's hanging around these older guys. I'm not sure how old this Larry Willer guy is, but I know this Tiki Ghosen guy, they have him at 49 years old, right? And why is this little kid hanging around you guys? And he acts like a child. Now, the Tiki Ghosen situation, he walks up, he's telling them, you know who I am, and I don't know why you acting like you don't know me. He's just being like really disrespectful. But again, who's filming this? A camera just happens to be. This is what I think is all fake bullshit, and it's stupid. If you're going to be great at making an ass out of yourself, then carry on, little guy. Because this is what's happening. A camera just happens to be there. Only when he's doing something stupid. Mind you, not everybody else knew. It's not like there's somebody just walking around filming the situation like, this is a party or something. No, it's only wherever he goes. No problem. But check this out. He's disrespecting this guy, right? And he gets elbowed in the jaw. Now, let's just say whether Larry Wills was a part of it or not. Let's say Tiki Ghosen was a part of it or not. They didn't know. I still don't believe it. Like, whether they were a part of it or not, whether they knew this is just for the cameras, or whether they didn't know, my point is this. There's absolutely no control in Rampage's home. You see when he elbowed him, then he turns around, he walks in. Rampage walks up to this guy. What do you do? Like, he automatically knew he did something. Like, if something happened, it had to be your fault type of thing. And he goes out there and he's talking to Deen, and they're trying to, like they're trying to hold him back. Like the other guy, if from the cameras, you might think they both were trying to, but this guy Tiki Ghosen is back there taking his drink and walking around with his hands in his pocket while Deen is pretending he wants to get at this guy. So another failed attempt to get a one-on-one. Now, for people saying he snuck him, he did. He did sneak him. Now, should he have put his drink down? Did he feel like this guy might try to sucker punch? I don't know what was going through his mind, and I really don't care. The bottom line is, as much as he looked like the victim in this situation, it's not like Larry Willis just walked up to him and said, "Hey, Deen, yeah," smacked the shit out of him. Not like Tiki walked up, "Hey, Deen, what?" and just elbowed him. No, he's walking up to people being disrespectful. This is a soft, bitch-made clown generation. And pretty much, yeah, he sucker punched him. Or sucker elbowed him, you want to go. Yeah. But at the same time, this kid, Deen, doesn't learn lessons. So if it's scripted, well then, they're getting the attention that they want. If it's not scripted, again, he's still getting attention, right? And basically, he's making an ass out of himself. Then the next day, he's doing an interview with a neck brace on. I mean, you understand what I'm saying? Every time you see this guy, he's on the short end of the stick. Unless this kid is going to go into comedy or something, who is going to take him seriously, first of all? Look at him. The dude is like that big. He's like 120-something pounds. And he tries to talk like he's a tough guy. All of a sudden, now he's a gangster. Now, all of a sudden, he's like, nah, man. And if you didn't see his beginning like I did, and your introduction to him was seeing him at Misfits Boxing or whatever, then maybe that aspect of his journey that you missed, you're not able to really just see where he came from, the way he is, in the sense of just being in front of a camera. It's just like, who is this kid? We know from Errol Spence drinking a lot. Errol Spence ended up coming to the point where he, several months ago, made the comment that he should have never started drinking. That drinking hurt his life in a big way. Okay? And this is what today's athlete does. They get drunk, they do drugs, they smoke weed. But they're athletes. Make that make sense. So again, I asked the question, Deen is great at what? At the end of the day, I said what I said.